So, yeah, we've been up to lately. Just working out.
He's dealing with his shoulder injury.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, but I
I
mean, like,
got a call. Luckily, Tim hooked me up. Tim Love, man. Uh, yeah, recently just signed with him, but so he gave me a big help out there. I didn't know. Went to the hospital. Our Shadow Hospital. A lot
yeah,
of great friends work there. Don't want to trash it.
yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? Luckily, within 1 week, next Wednesday, I get to go right away, and hopefully the best. Feel good. My abilities are back, but I'm not testing it.
Oh, alright. So, like, what was it that you did that?
So I was getting that. I was in that zone where I was getting that the high from working out, right? So I was like, I'm going for the 1 rep maxes. I'm like, let's go all the way up. So I went up way too early, and all I did was unrack it and just drop it. It literally just popped right out, and I thought it was okay. Okay, it hurts, and like you're white, you're gonna get sick, and that's what I knew.
I kind of find like injuries that tend to happen to me are always injuries that I don't intend for them to happen. Like, it'll just be a normal workout, and it just pull a certain way or do something a certain way, and then it just happens. I remember like I pulled one of the vertebrae out of my tailbone like 2 years ago, and
All the mixed martial art days.
yeah, and it was just a freak accident. But then yet, like I'll take a risk doing deadlifts or some kind of like full body workout, and I'll be like, oh, I can't do it. Like I'm gonna hurt myself, and then I'm totally fine. So it's weird. I don't know.
I think we're getting older. We're
And,
getting a little bit older.
but yeah, so I mean, like you get that big UFC card coming up with those big title fights.
Yeah, dude, there's a. First of all, I do got Guida. I got Guida gonna take one. Guida's gonna get the next one here coming up. Um, but when it comes to the main cards, you say I go.
I'm sorry.
So when it comes to the main cards, name the fight and let's go over them.
So the main card, it's Usman, Burns. Uh, yeah, we can start off with that fight, and then you can just talk about it. So
I'll be honest, dude. If I break down Burns, I don't know, man. He showed up good,
yeah,
but that still's not Woodley. That still wasn't the same Woodley.
no, it wasn't.
No, I can say that wasn't him at all, and you can really tell that. I don't know if Woodley's going to return. I think the thing is, what would make him come back, the only thing to me, is if he got Colby.
Yeah, Colby's the kind
But
of
it won't
guy.
happen.
Yeah, Colby's the kind of guy that would talk shit and try to get him back in and say whatever he can to get it into his head and get him to get angry and want to fight. So I like to see that fight because I know Woodley can put someone out in one punch, and Colby's the kind of guy that you know I like to see that happen.
I would like to see what the argument was. Why would it be Usman and Burns? Why did Maslow say no? What was that price? I want to know that price.
What Masvidal said no to who?
To Usman, the original contract.
Um,
He said no, but they did show a fact like the contracts. That's why I was like, did he do it? Did he not? Does he want this money fight? He's gonna go after Diaz again for the BMF belt, right? Like the.
I think what happened was after he fought Diaz. I mean, I know that he made a lot of money off that fight. So I think when he's comparing, okay, so I got the Diaz fight. Now it's like, okay, well, either I can go for a title and I can look at the figures of how much I'm probably going to be making from that fight, and then someone where I could just get a big name, like try to fight McGregor, which honestly that would be a
Yeah.
great fight too.
But the one big fact that everybody misses though is when they said Masvidal sold so many title fights or so many pay-per-views that time. No, actually, what sold those fights was just The Rock with that belt in the end to me. I bet you that has to be most of the pay-per-views right there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like as much as it was cool and seeing The Rock with the belt and
It was. I mean, it was a show.
it
It was
was
a
a
show.
show. It
I
wasn't
love the
even like
Rock.
that. It
I
wasn't
love
even
the Rock.
a fight. It was all a big fucking show that was thrown on, and I mean, props to them. I mean, it was a good idea and everything, but you know, as much as I had a conversation with a UFC guy, and he talked about how UFC used to be a spectacle back then, and now it's becoming more of a sport and a show. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you can say rankings mean nothing
I mean, like you look at guys back then. I'm not saying guys weren't fit or guys weren't, but I mean now you're seeing the fighters being more taken care of. Their you know the nutrition is a big thing now. Whereas you just had guys that could just get big and they take steroids and they juice up and they you know there was no problem. But now they're getting the problem with they have USADA coming in and
anymore. Okay, good
with
question. Do you think Burns, since you saw is not testing right now, did he look bigger than expected, like they said?
I don't know. I mean, you know,
If he shows up against Usman, and Usman, normal Usman, he's been tested. So if he shows up against Usman and looking smaller, he's he's done. Right?
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, to risk all of that, I mean, if you're gonna risk taking steroids, I mean, let's just talk about steroids for a second. I mean, steroids. If you want to take steroids for your own personal use, I mean, that's at your own discretion. But when it comes to the UFC, you know,
Oh,
if that determines that,
yeah. It's gonna slow you down. Like to me, it's just, oh, it's gonna get you big. Yeah, sure, it's gonna get you big when you get the right foods and you everything like that. But like, how's this supposed to make you quicker on the arms, right?
yeah,
Like look at Adesanya. He's just a twig, but it's like the reach, like the silver reach, like the, like the cheetah reach, like.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Burns, I don't know what to say. I mean, he's on a hot streak. Personally,
He came looking like a Vanderlei Silva, though. You know what I mean? That big volley looking.
yeah, he's looked impressive, but when you look at who he's fought and how fast he's gone up, I don't know if he's going to be as legit as he's shown. Because okay, so he fought the guy before Woodley. He was like I think it was that grappler guy or the jiu-jitsu guy.
I'm trying to think. Did he make weight clean? I don't remember.
Who's that?
Did Burns make weight clean?
Yeah,
I think he did, didn't he? Yeah, he did.
yeah. So
He looked big. Like, he could have. Like if he was that big, there's at least 10 pounds of water weight. He could have go down to the class. But I know there's no point in that.
Yeah, it is possible.
Because the way he looked there, he could be a 2-belt champ.
Burns? I don't know. I think the whole the 2-belt champ right now, it's kind of getting a little stupid. Like people win the title.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. Unless you're Nunes, because she's just can't.
Yeah, Nunes.
I understand.
Nunes is just. I had her written down on here, but yeah, like with Burns, I think he fought Damian Maia, who, in my opinion, I mean, yeah, he probably should have beat him. And then he fought Woodley, who, like you said, just didn't look like the old Woodley. He just looked like he was done.
Maya's almost done. Let's face it, right?
Yeah, and then Woodley. I mean, Woodley's what 38. I mean, not saying that can't.
And does he have a kid yet? Would they have a kid? You guys. Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry. What were you saying?
I was trying to say, like, does Woodley have any kids yet? He must be wanting to start a family, right? Or does he already have one?
I think he has kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They.
I know that was.
Yeah.
That's like Cejudo, right? Like, oh, I'm going to start off, I want to start this and that. Now he's training, and he's smart. And you see why, the money-wise. If he goes into boxing, one fight makes more than he just did in the whole UFC.
Yeah, exactly. Like, he can do one big fight and make, say, 30, 40 million. I mean, say, like, yeah, let's just say it's a normal, not McGregor and Mayweather fight, but just a normal fight to make 30, 40, and then, okay, good, I'm done. Even if I get my ass whooped, I'm good, and I'm good for life. If he, takes care of his money well.
And that's the only thing that gets me. I'm like, how can the way people are nowadays, they would pay more to see McGregor Mayweather than would a Pacquiao Mayweather. And I still want to see that because I thought Pacquiao won.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I remember watching that fight. That was a while back, but
That was a long night. I'm gonna swear. I don't. Yeah, that.
isn't it freaking wild that like there's people that don't even watch boxing or watch UFC, but there could be like one huge fight of the century, and everyone will tune into a basement to watch it. It's crazy.
That's good. Yeah. That's what we need. That's what we need to do down here. Right? Like, they'll cut the other side, put us some MMA mats, and then it'll make me submit or something. Damn it.
Yeah, but yeah, with that match at Burns and Usman, I think Usman's gonna piece him up. Unless Burns gets in the pocket a little bit, if he gets in a little bit. But I don't know, Usman, man, like I was worried with him and Covington, like because Covington, I hate the guy. I think he's I just personally don't like him. I know it's a kind of a stick that he kind of puts on, and it's all like
Oh, dude, I never liked him anyways. Like, especially AT&T. They just said right up, like, they just see ya.
well, like Colby, I don't know, like the whole act he puts on camera, like with the cheap fucking suit and the mega hat that he wears around, like he's got like the Pepperidge Farm guy kind of suit going on, and uh, like that's all a show.
I younger, like, what's like the Trump brothers? Like, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know him and like, that whole thing. You can't honestly believe that's all real.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, I think Usman's gonna get that fight.
Yep.
I don't
Catch that one. Yep.
I don't know how it's gonna go, but I think he's got it.
Okay. So Usman will wrestle him, we think, and go for the submission or a ground and pound, or you're going to take a KO. You're going to take a stand-up KO.
I don't know. It's really hard to say in that fight. They're also like good friends. Like they both train together, which a lot of people are worried about. They think it's going to be a very like light fight, and they're not going to want to hurt each other bad. But I mean, you never know either. I mean, you've had that happen before. Like T.J. Dillashaw, he fought a long time ago. He was supposed to do a rematch with Renan Barão like a long time ago. And then Renan Barão pulled out like so many. I think like the day before the fight, and his training partner, some guy that like was not even championship caliber, went like 5 rounds with the guy. So it was not a bad fight. But
The only thing I can see, though, is if Burns wins, Burns would rush him. I think Burns would rush him and just try to do the Brock Lesnar to go full out, and hopefully he doesn't gas out. But as they say, his condition's unreal.
oh, it is. I believe it. I never seen him tire out in a fight, and so then you look at Woodley, and Woodley's got no cardio. But
No.
again, you look at him, and
Usman's big. Usman's big. He's big boy.
Usman's
Like, I
too.
think he won't be able to contain that weight. I think, unless he has that genetic, that's his comfortable walk around. But I bet you he should move up over time. I bet you like he'll like give up that division and should move up over time. Let's say 2 years. I could see that.
Yeah, he's good. He's all around.
Up the heavyweight. So they're gonna keep going. That leaves that light heavyweight division is gonna get open soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And I think I don't know, like I don't see Usman as the UFC star, but he could be a good potential champion. I think.
Yeah.
But I don't think that the UFC really has a star champion besides Nunes, and trying to think maybe Stipe, but even Stipe though, like he's not. There's nothing really special about him. He's just freaking good. That's it. Like I don't find there's anything, in my opinion. I don't know.
The only thing I see a big trend. I don't know if you see this too. It's like UFC's like this. Used to be this. Hey man, me and you, whatever it takes. I want to be a fighter. I want to do whatever it takes. I want to be a fighter. Now it's like this. I'm representing Canada. I'm representing Brazil. I'm doing it for my country. Like, are you doing it for your country? Because everything you're doing for your country is really making you look bad sometimes, right? Like, see a lot of that. It's becoming the Olympics. I'm trying to see. You start to see a lot of that. It's like what are they going to have next? The top U.S. fighter, the top Canadian fighter, the top. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to start. It's like it's going to. The way I see it is like it's almost going to. You're leaving your divisions and you're claiming your country. You're number one. I'm number one in my country. I'm number one in this, right? And
Yeah.
it's kind of cool where it's fourth one.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, No. Yeah, it's definitely I don't know, something.
I'm crazy. What? No.
Sorry, you just liked for a second, so I missed everything you just said.
No, I'm just saying, I'm going to create my own UFC league. Like, if you're going to be a Canadian, I'm going to do my own pound for pound list. That's what we'll do after this. Me and you will talk about a pound for pound, our pound for pound list.
Okay. Um, pound for pound list. Number one. I want to say John Jones. But number one.
That's a reputation. Without reputation, yeah, I'd take John Jones. Yeah.
Okay. You might have to go first because I'm thinking it hard about this one.
So, if you're going by active,
Yeah.
pound for pound, it'd be Jones.
Yeah. Okay.
But then you got the Khabib in there. You got the Khabib in there, but they're saying this: pound for pound is the best. Everybody's going on by how he wins. But technically, you win the match, win the match. Win the win.
Right.
That's mixed martial arts. It doesn't matter how you win it. You get it done. He wants to maul. He wants to maul you.
Yeah.
Right? Technically, knock McGregor down on his ass. Right? That's the truth. I didn't see that guy.
That is true. So.
But pound for pound, you know what? It has to be Amanda Nunes.
Yeah. And I mean, she's. I don't think because with Dylan Jones, his last 2, 3 fights, there's been some adversity. I
had
can't say the word.
You had Reyes?
Right? Yes.
There you go.
Reyes fucking won that fight, and I'm so mad that he lost that.
Yeah. But the thing is this, they did say that since he ran in the last couple minutes, who's gonna kept going. Like he would have actually kept going. John's knee was done.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
and you know he ain't gonna take that rematch. They've said it.
He needs to take that rematch because Reyes, like I think he won that fight. I really do think he won that fight. And
I like the tweets right now.
Okay.
All the tweets going on, they're chirping everybody right now.
Yeah. I don't know.
First of all, Chael Sonnen just goes crazy on everybody.
Yeah, Chael Sonnen. Yeah, he's honestly though, as much as Chael Sonnen, he's Chael Sonnen's the best. He was like the first kind of trash talking kind of guy, and he's good at it. That's the thing.
Yeah, and then who ruined it all was Josh Koscheck. It's like, just give up, Josh.
Yeah. Well, Josh Koscheck tried to get into GSP's, tried to get into his head, and GSP's like, no, I'm not going to let it get it in my head. You know, he's like, you know, like that guy, like he did not care, and that's the thing I love really. Like, if I had to say active, non-active, out of all the pound for pound, probably GSP. Only because, and I might be a little bit biased here, but one, he's Canadian.
But who's second? Who's biased with it? Because I got one. Couture.
Probably GSP is tied for number one pound per pound of all time.
Where do you have Randy?
Randy Couture. But the difference is, I think the game's changed so much. Like, yeah, those guys will always be known as beasts. You know, I mean, like Couture won the title at like what 42, 43 or something.
Yeah.
It was something like that. It was wild. But even at that, though, like the game has changed so much. Like now, before you could have like a Chuck Liddell, and both hands were like cold, like were like ice. Like he knocked in both hands. But the thing is, now you're starting to see there's so much, like the game is involved so much. Like you got guys like Sean O'Malley, who you look at the guy, you don't think
he's my go-to. I actually love him right now, dude.
Oh, he's awesome. That guy's awesome.
Dude, I've watched I've actually watched the last 3 fights of his, and I'm just like, this guy's different.
What?
And to be honest, I would take him over Garbrandt.
I would too. Cody Garbrandt, I mean, don't get me wrong, he had a nice knockout the other night, but like.
But he's gonna go mad. He's gonna be totally Garbrandt. You not see he snapped after?
No, I didn't.
I guess after, like, somebody got to his head, don't give a shit. And then he said O'Malley's won this bet. He's like going off. He's like,
yeah. Oh, I think O'Malley would light him up good. You know, Cody's he's shown that he can be knocked out. So he's been knocked out 3 times in his last 3
To
fights.
me, the next upcoming would be O'Malley right now. Somewhat, I hope. I guess that I see him as the next Adesanya rise.
Yes.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, like
One chin, like.
I don't know, like the only thing that would really piss me off is something where, he's winning a bunch of fights and he gets cocky and then he gets in that, thinks I'm invincible and then he gets knocked out and then, the UFC's get, their hype train's over. Uh, like that's kind of what I saw with Israel Adesanya. Like that guy, I thought first what was going to happen was he was going to get too cocky and then he was going to get caught or something. But honestly, man, he had that big fight with Kelvin Gastelum, and
Dude, that was one of the best fights I've seen ever.
yes, that was probably that whole
That's
card.
my top 10 of all time for sure.
That whole card was fucking good.
Actually, top 5. What got me, I don't know about you, was that Zhang. That Zhang and Jacek. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, Jake Check. I mean, like she could take a hit. Like holy shit. Yeah, that was.
She called for a match. I was like, that'd be a hell of a free match, but if they did that exact same thing again.
Oh, do you see her head all blow up like that? Oh.
Was it? Where do you go? Yeah. That was like Mark Hominick stuff.
Yeah. Was that no? Yeah, Mark Hominick had something similar, but it.
It popped up. Actually, I got to go meet him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's I don't get his location, but I guess just outside London.
Oh.
We got to go. When I was at Aaron's, we were a repo guy. Like, hey, we gotta, because they did like something with a NASCAR, this and that, right? So like, here's an address. You gotta go up here and drop them off a 60-inch TV. I'm like, okay, cool. And then just a normal like cul-de-sac and nowhere, like Woodstock, right, or something like that up there. And it's like, oh, cool. He's like, he had his little shirt on, and he was like, Mark was like, here on me.
Yeah.
And I was like probably 240, just like fat boy before I even started the show, right?
Right.
But I was like, he started talking. He's like, oh, you work out? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I got something for you. And he gave us a large thing. It was vanilla. I wasn't a fan of vanilla, but a vanilla Proma Silk free. Ooh. And I was like, no way. And then he gave us a signed photo each. He's like, this comes out of my own book. He's like, once the UFC like takes your image, they own it. You have to buy it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he said he was only given like $60 or $70 a month for supplements only. I'm like, so that's where that whole testing does come in. I believe it now, right? Because you're probably only allowed, they only budget you for so much. They want to keep you just.
Yeah, I know. I think like during Mark Hominick's days, and this is kind of going off topic a little bit, but like during his day, if we were on to talk about money, I remember like during that time you had your own sponsors, right? And so even if you made so much money from a fight, you would still get so much more money from all the sponsors on your shorts and stuff. And help with like the pay of like training and all that jazz. And now you're not seeing that with the Reebok. Quite the background going on.
Yeah, I got Jess and Chaser back there now. She's doing dead. And Chase, what do you got? You got shoulder and triceps there, Tim.
That's all right. Yeah. So I heard that you sold some of your weights or something.
Yeah, I was upgrading some stuff. Okay. Dude, that's like, I swear, like, to the gym people, it's like the crack people of Chatham, right? It's like, yo, man, you got a dumbbell, bro? Hey, man, we'll do anything for it. I'll give you $100 for this 5-pound dumbbell. Well, that's what they're asking for, anyways, right?
Oh. No way, man. Like $100 for a 5-pound dumbbell. Like I'm looking for like the big boy weights, not the little boy weights.
Well, I know you've been here. You've had the fun, right? But
yeah.
I need more weight. We need a little bit more weight.
Okay.
I was like, you've been here. You've had some fun.
Oh yeah. No, you got pretty much everything you need.
Except for leg press. Damn.
Yeah. That's probably the only thing that I'm struggling with is not being able to do a whole lot of leg stuff. Like I've been doing like different like I got some, like, I can do some front squats with, like, dumbbells. Like, I got, like, the old York ones that you have to, like, actually screw on, but I work with what I got. It's a little frustrating,
But
but
like, I don't know about you. I feel like all this the pandemic was actually helping me work on the weak spots. Like I wouldn't do all this workout. Right on this, and it's like this. Oh, it's a different breathing, right? I'm like, oh, that's your core. It's like I've done more core than anything.
well, and I guess, like, I will kind of agree with you on that. Like, as much as, like, there's things that I can't work on, but there's a lot of different things that I like working certain muscle fibers that I haven't really worked. Like, so one thing that I've been able to do is, like, obviously doing a lot of push-ups and stuff like that. Like, it sounds silly, but, like, I would, like, I can't remember the last time I could do 100, or no, I could do like 40 in one like go, like, just nonstop go to 40. And
Yeah.
like, people think, oh, that's nothing. I'm like, yeah, well, you fucking do 40 in a row, and then you tell me how hard it is. And I can, and now I'm doing like 150 to 200 in one night. And after that, like, it's a totally different pump versus doing bench press. And honestly, I don't know if I prefer it now. So I'm kind of glad that things have kind of happened, because I've kind of learned to work my body a little bit different. But I know that still my workouts are not, as effective. But, I mean, the gyms are opening up in a couple of weeks, so
Exactly. And one thing I like though is like I know you're like me when it comes to this. I love the outdoors. Man. I love walking. Yeah, I mean, just getting that fresh air in is like the best thing.
absolutely, yeah. And that's like the cardio aspect. I mean, I have no problem with. I'm doing like 35-minute runs. I'm doing my hit, my 15-minute hit cardio sessions. Like, I just did one, and then my back's still fucking sweating from like 2 hours ago. So yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, people don't really know. Like, I mean, you what? Every Thanksgiving or every Christmas or Easter. First of all, they don't know what they're set up to. Everybody else goes to their families, and they goes, we have enough for at least 3 days extra each for like leftovers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And like us getting big is like muscle big. Yeah, it's hard. We got to put in the work. But us getting big, me and you can get big easy because that's our family. Right? We just have that. Like, I eat a donut, my diet's done. Jess eats a donut. Hey, if she has a six-pack, I don't get it. Right?
Yeah, and that's kind of one thing, like, for me that I'm really frustrated with is I don't have the, like, I know there's criticism with genetics, but it is a true thing. And I know people, like, who are not saying that they can't get fat for not working out or not eating right, but, like, there are some people that I know that could eat a donut and still train the next day, and they're not worrying about their diet. Like, they'll talk about, like, oh, I ate a donut. It's like, yeah, but you're not really going to gain anything from it, so you're fine. I mean, like, they have to, but their game is, like, they have to eat a lot to build. So I get that. Like, that's their struggle. Like, they have to eat a lot and a lot and a lot. Whereas us, we might be more on a fixed diet. I mean, you might have to eat more to build, obviously, but for us, like, we actually have to really, really be strict to get.
Like our bodies don't like carbs.
No.
And you're the same way, right? Like, I remember I started dieting by myself, Jess and I. Like, she bet me, bet you won't have a muffin. I'm like, bet you won't have a muffin, right? And then it just kept switching. Where's this? Hey, I'm gonna do it for a show. Travis got a hold of me. I'm like, dude, I've never done one, so let's do it. Trav coached me, and I remember, like, I heard you last night. This, you want me to eat what? Dude, I'm not gonna eat that burger or fries. Like, no. And then you go eat it, and you feel like garbage the next day. Like, whoa, it works. And it's like you don't trust the process because you have your own mentality, right? Then and I learned for myself, and then Winks taught me like don't be scared, man. Push yourself. I'm like, I'm not letting that way. And then the last show, I just did it by myself. You know what I mean? Like, let's see what I got. Let's see if I can do it all by myself. I did it. And I still won, but I was losing all the sides, right? And to me, I was like, first show, I didn't think I got it. I got it. Last show, I wanted so bad, and I realized I was focused on every single buddy else. And I'm like, I'm not going to be ready, and somehow I got it.
Right.
A year off, and then I'm like, you know what? It's time for me to take things serious. I got hurt. I'm like, got a hold of Tim because Tim's in, like, we've been talking back and forth for like the last little bit, the last couple of months, and you know, having Chase here all the time, me and him teaming up, and it just worked out, right? And like, it's not that I'm like changing or running around. I'm just like, I love learning, dude. I love learning, and as you can see, like I always get injured, but I gotta keep learning from it. Right. And you keep getting injured, or you keep getting bigger, we keep getting smaller, but it's a crazy fun cycle, right? It's the best part.
Yeah, it is. It's I know when I started training with Travis back in October, I mean, like, it was nuts.
Crazy change.
Absolutely. Like, what Tim and I kind of talked about last night was learning to trust your coach and taking your coach's word. And I remember when he told me some of the stuff I had to eat, and I'm like, I scratched my head, like, are you serious? And he said, no, I want you to eat that. I'm like, okay. And after that, I trust him, and I was like, okay, feed me. You know, just I'll if you tell me if I can eat that, I'll eat it. So you know, and
that's what I noticed about coaching myself. I'm like, sometimes I don't do that, Devin. Just do it. Don't do it. It's like when you stress about it, it doesn't work. When you just believe it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, right? And it's like, I don't know if that's fate or faith, but it's like, you know, just live your life. That's basically what we're doing, right?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so I guess I was gonna ask you, so what's probably your favorite cheat meal?
Like we went to, it was the Chatham burger, like the big 1 pound burger, like the big large team. It's good times.
Oh, really?
Good times. You know, you're pushing about 3,000 calories right there, right?
Oh, jeez.
Oh yeah. Then you're ready for bed, but then next day, I would be deep in a prep by then. Right?
Oh, okay.
I remember at first, I'm like, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I can go wherever. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah. And then we kept going. I'm like, all right. And then he told me, you do need one. I'm like, why? No, I'm doing good. He's like, watch. And then I did it. And I'm like, oh, you know, it does change.
Yeah, and I think that people need to understand that it's okay to have, like, depending on where you're at, if you're doing competition or you're just doing lifestyle, but like, just say you're doing lifestyle and you're not in a rush to get to your goal. You gotta have a cheat meal once in a while to just keep yourself sane and kind of like that little mini reward, knowing like, hey, shit, I went from this to this, you know. You need to add more weight.
Add more weight. Yeah, but no, that's one thing. Like, I know Tim's on here right now, but it's like, I have it about him. Like, what do you want to do? What can I do? Can I go? Let me go. And he's like, rest. Take it slow. I'm like, and it's still here, right? I'm still listening. Like, I got to do. But I'm like, yo, Rome wasn't built in that day. I'm trying to build it in that day. Take your time.
Right.
He's getting up there.
Oh, he's got the Bowflex?
Yeah, he got the Bowflex.
What's good?
Tim said add more weight.
Add more weight? Yeah. Just give me a second. I just got here.
Man.
But yeah, so do you normally have like the same people that are working out in the gym, like in the home gym?
Yeah, you know, we've been keeping it quiet. Like I had Lanigan here for a bit. You know, he's out there and lifting some heavy weight, right? And then we had to stop for a little bit. You know, like to deal with my mom, right? Other than that, I was having floods. Like it was raining for that bad week, right? It was coming down to the basement, right? So it's getting moisty down here, right? So I just have to be safe, right? Got to keep everybody, you know, as long as we keep it sanitized, like I said, we were keeping under 5 people. You know me, I have the heat cranked down here. It's hot, so it's.
That's always nice, though. Like that's kind of one thing I do miss, especially like because when I started going to Fit for Less, I mean, obviously I went there during the winter, but like I'm telling you, like I never could get a sweat on because it's always air conditioned, and it's like, but no, I want that sweat. Like so I have to wear sweaters and I have to like gear up just to sweat out everything. So that's kind of one thing I do miss is trying to get back into that like slamming weights and getting pumped up for my workouts because obviously there's no motivation here in the basement. It's kind of boring. But.
No, all we have down here is just what we crank the music and you got this. Let's go, right?
Exactly. So like, Are you? I know you have the home gym, but are you like thinking about like using the like Fit for Less or any gyms when they open?
Yeah, like I'm gonna come back there. Like I want to check out the Carter Fitness. Like Tim was talking about, never actually been there. That's pretty cool. So, South Side,
Yeah,
Wallsburg, I actually do like. You gotta come there with me. That's pretty cool.
I think I
Like
want to
that.
try out South Side. I heard it's pretty cool.
Yeah, like Jamie there, and then they're always they've always been great. Other than that, like I'm still gonna come back to Fit for Less. But I want to get the positive energy, right? Like sometimes it's like like let's go, and we end up talking for too long.
Yeah, that's probably my issues. Like I get caught up in like conversations with people, and I'm like, okay, man, I gotta go. Like I still got a couple sets to go. So like, where you get people that like try to engage with you, and it's like, hold on, and like, and that's probably the only thing is like, so I'm kind of looking forward to getting back in that mindset of just like, let's fucking go, let's lift, let's go. Like I'm excited. So. And it's been a while since I've gotten that urge to get excited about working out. Because honestly, there's times where I go in and I'm not like I'll do it because I know I need to and I need to get to my goal. But there's times where I treat it like it's a chore, and I shouldn't. Like I need to go in and feel like yeah, I love it every time I go in. But
Yeah, that's why I got into the powerlifting. I'm like, I've done it forever. I'm like, let's go, let's push with my records. I'm like, I know people half the size of me can lift like way more than I can, right? I'm like, how? I'm like, they're just doing it for themselves.
yeah,
They might post about it. I might think like, wow, they're trying to show off, but no, man, they're keeping track. Right? I love people that are pushing. I love people at the gym that are like, I've always been a supporter of people that are just bigger. They're in the gym sweating. People can chirp them like, why are they even here? Like, yo, unreal, good job, man. Like, you're sweating away. Like, screw what people think. You came. You're here for a reason. You could be unknown.
oh, 100%. But yeah, that sweater you're wearing. Are you still with that company or?
Yeah. So Flex Fitness. This is Carlos out of he's out of Windsor, the Flex Fitness gyms, and he's been great to me. You know what? He sent me all the pre-workouts, the supplements, and very very low, right? So it has your protein, B supplements in it.
Okay.
Like 1 gram of carbs, no fat, or 0.5 grams of fat, and like the Reese's peanut butter cup or the Oreo, like you're getting all your flavors, and it just worked, right? It was laying me up, it does the job, and I just believe in stick with it.
So like it all tastes good and everything.
Yeah. We've all had our, our do's and don'ts, right? Like, oh yeah, that one's too chalky, or this one's really good, or right now, I'll be honest, like I'm using 6-star at Walmart. I'm all out of the Flex. I'm getting some more, but like 6-star at Walmart right now. I'm with the ISO, so the way ISO is like what, 2 grams of fat and like 2 grams of carb. I'm like, yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta work with what you got, right? But yeah, I don't know. This was actually a question I was gonna ask. Last night, but we hit the marker an hour, but
Say it again. You cut up.
Oh, okay, sorry. So I was gonna ask Tim last night, but we kind of hit that 1 hour mark. I was gonna be like, well, what's probably the best protein you've tasted and the worst? So same question for you, my man.
Okay. I was always the Cellucor. Like now I have everything with water, but back in the day, if I go back to milk, I was not Cellucor. I mean the Promosil, the Promosil chocolate.
Promosil's good.
The Promosil chocolate was always my go-to. But you know what? That was always a go-to. I could switch back and forth, and then it became like, okay, what do I have in the bank, Devin? Like, let's see what we can afford. I just need protein. Right? We've all been there.
Yeah.
I think there were times where I had like 6 different pre-workouts in my cupboard. Like, oh, this one works. This one works. I'm a big believer in the BCAAs. My go-to for BCAAs will always be amino core. The All Max there, just because the fruit punch there, I put 1 scoop in a 4 liter, and I can put it down like nothing. Like I can almost do like 9 or 8 to 9 liters a day when I do like 2.5 scoops of that. That's it.
Okay.
Where you're drinking water, we drink like maybe up to 3, we want to get 4, right?
That's all right. What's probably the worst you've had?
Oh, I don't know. There's been a lot.
Yeah.
I tried to bulk barn one. But they're like, oh, they got chocolate protein at bulk barn. I'm like, it's like drinking like cake mix, you know? like chalky, like chunky.
Oh, that's disgusting, man.
Oh yeah, like, you know the ones that don't break up, like oh yeah, like it's stuck in between like your shaker ball, like
Oh
your
yeah.
inside. Like,
Yep. Oh man, you know when you get shit protein, man.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I ordered it through supplement source, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it out, and it's actually very lean shit. It's the Yummy Sports.
Yeah, I seen it. I've never tried it.
It's really, really freaking tasty. The actually, I'm a fan of both of the ones I got. So I got like it would be like Smarties and like the Reese's Pieces one. Both are good. Pretty good macros.
Are you the water protein guy? Almond milk?
I do like the almond milk, but with everything with my like the diet that Wing had me on, I couldn't really do. I had to mix with water, so I kind of got used to the water kind of thing. But right now I haven't really been making any shakes. I just been kind of staying with whatever I've been doing for.
Yeah. Here, I was like, I'm just trying to eat like every 2.5 hours or something.
Yeah. So I'm not really doing shakes and stuff. But that's probably the best protein I've had. The worst is probably it's Revolution, and it was like one of the watermelon or some of those like watermelon or gummy bear protein.
That was like $44.99 on sale clearance or something.
Yeah,
right?
something like that, and it tastes like okay. So I was driving home from GNC the one night. I opened up the watermelon, put in the shaker. Like that's how good it would shake. Like it would mix well together. But I'm like, okay. And I'm like, go. And I had to bring I stopped in the middle of the road, turned around and brought it back. And they're like, you didn't like it, did you? I'm like, no, I didn't. The guy's like, hey, you know what? Turn it back in, grab something different. And so that was the watermelon that I tried out. Brought it back, got the gummy, like the sweet gummy bear, or like the yeah, it was like the sugary gummy bear one, or not gummy bear, but like the worms or whatever, like the sugary worm one.
Are you a chocolate vanilla type person or a candy type person?
More chocolate vanilla. I'm pretty basic.
Yeah.
I like my basic stuff. It's I never really liked chocolate per se, but then vanilla at the same time. Vanilla, honestly, I don't think too many proteins, but vanilla is very good. However, the Iron Kingdom vanilla, that one is fucking amazing. It's like it's like actual vanilla extract. It's really, really, really good.
Yeah, it's like a vanilla bean, right? It kind of has that real taste to it, right?
Yeah, it's really, really good. And it just, honestly, when you get stuff like that, it just makes me, at least for me, it just makes me more motivated to have it all the time. You know, where you get protein you just don't like, you have to just shoot it down, and it's.
Yeah, dude. Like, and I'm sure I'm gonna try a million other ones that are worse, and a million other ones that are better. And that's why that's why I like going to shows. You ever been to a bodybuilding show?
No, I haven't.
No, dude. It's just something. You know, at first I was like, back in the day, like, I don't always want to be that person, but are these just cocky guys flexing? I'm like, when you think of it as that, yeah. We go to a show, I see these guys, and I'm like, babe, I lost. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, look at this guy, like, just, you know, like, huge or something like that. I'm like, and then, like, I'm like, okay, it's, like, intimidating. It's going to be, like, mean or something like that. And all of a sudden, what's up, brother? How you doing? Oh, yeah. It's like a big, loving family in bodybuilding, man. But the girls, though, oh, man, it's you know, it's drama. It's like high school all over again. It's like, her bikini's too cheap, or her hair is not straightened, or, you know what I mean? It's like, because it's more or less, everybody has a different class, right?
Right. For sure.
Right? And everybody has a different genetic.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, everyone works differently for sure. Yeah, so actually, Tim, I'm just trying to scroll down here. So, Tim had a question. He's like, every bodybuilder has a few epic workouts that they never forget. What was yours and when? So, I don't know if that was for me or you, but I guess we could like answer them.
The worst workouts I ever did? I like to go full out. So, I think it's funny when like everybody gets like, I was like, you're not pretty unless you puke. So like I will go full out until like oh, Chase's first time here. Like I remember that. Remember that one?
What the fuck you saying?
the first time here. But everybody, Lanigan, first time here. Even me. I just want to train. When everybody, first time is always puked here.
I don't know why.
That's good.
Well, it was my first day back after like 2 months, so.
But it's like no, we just go full out, and that's where the heat comes in. So we do our cardio, but I always have like the heart monitor thing down here, right? So once I see my heart's at a certain rate and I'm warmed up, I know I'm going to go right into my stretching.
Right.
That's what I time it. I time it by my blood pressure, my body temperatures. I always like that, like those. I got one of those acupuncture pens today too. Like like if I'm loosened up or I have an injury, let's do that. Let's have some fun, right? And that's why the heat does get to people down here.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm sweating talking to you.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably the epic workout that I would never forget. It's been a while since I haven't been in the gym, and all my home workouts have been like half-ass. Probably when I got to about when I squatted like 360 or 390, 385, that was pretty freaking awesome. I know it might not seem like a lot to some people, but for me it was a big accomplishment. And that whole workout, I remember it was just a good workout. It was a good day. I was just feeling it. Everything just went well. Yeah, everything was just good that day.
Yeah. So I got one. Now that you say that, I remember like it wasn't in the gym though. It was actually like me, like just before I was like Team Canada for hockey there. I went to I was Paul Burgess out of like Starting Sting Arena there. He was my goalie coach.
Right.
For goalie camp. Man, off like on field training and all that stuff. Like the frog jumps to like the non-stop go. I'm like, need some sugar. You know what I mean? I'm like, and that was lacrosse days. I thought that was good cardio, all that stuff. I'm like, I'm about to be a backup right now.
Right on. Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure to see how much time we got here. Okay. Shit, I had something in mind.
What do you got? You got hockey? You got UFC?
Yeah, so I know we kind of went off topic. Yeah, so there was that. I think we're talking about that UFC card, the UFC 251. You also got Volkanovski versus Holloway too.
Volkanovski's gonna get it again. I sound like that, but he's too square dynamic, and now that Max is just too much of his kid right now, and that's great. Great father, great that. I was like, but you've done what you need to do. You got the blessed era. You're the best to be blessed. Let's hang.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know. Like, do you think
he's only gonna drop? I think he needs to do it. Rather get it or get a win and get out, because he's only gonna go from where he is and he's gonna keep dropping it. That shouldn't loosen. He's done a lot of damage.
I mean, with Holloway too. With him, and I think with the weight cut too for him is like, yeah, he's made weight, but like you look at him and I think he needs to go up to lightweight. He can fight at lightweight. Like, I mean, yeah, Dustin Poirier beat him at lightweight, but he's so.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I know.
What's that?
So Poirier beat Volkanovski?
No, Poirier beat Holloway when he went up to for that title fight, or the interim. And I just think that Holloway needs to go up to lightweight. Because I think what's going to happen is that older he's going to get, the harder he's going to get to that weight cut. And I think it's just, he's going to get one bad weight cut.
Like that. Ooh, he's looking like that third fight from Conor McGregor, like that, you know what I mean? When he gets that plastic face, and he's getting too skinny,
Yeah, like even Conor, like him going down, like, you see the picture of him going 145 and then 155 and then like 168. Honestly, 155 he looks good at. Like 155 is
170 he did look good. He did look good against Cowboy. That was a stage. It was a stage. I don't even know how to say that still, that fight, I don't know. But Um, to me, the fight that does actually make the most sense is let's see if he can take Poirier again at 155.
A 155 at Poirier?
McGregor and Poirier.
I think
Because I like
might
that.
actually beat him.
Poirier's what number? What's Poirier number?
Poirier, he fought at 145 at one time. He's fought at 155, and he's still fighting at 155.
But is he still 155 top 5?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's still on, yeah.
Oh yeah. So his last fight he lost against Khabib in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, that broke his heart.
I know, like I really wanted to see him win because he went on that big streak and then he won the title and then he came in and he was gonna fight for like the legit title and then he lost the way he did and it sucks.
So can Gaethje beat Khabib?
I think he can. I'm throwing it all in. I think he can. He can.
Yes.
He can
He's
wrestle.
American wrestler. Oh, American wrestler, right?
Yeah, he's a wrestler. But if Khabib tries to take him down and gets him down, how much can he wrestle with Khabib though? I mean, you could be a wrestler,
But the only thing I see though is that when you see Gaethje, he does have bow leg. And I wonder if that bow leg and beating your ankles like this, that's Khabib's advantage. He will suck that in.
Yeah, that's the only thing I would say. And if Khabib does, if he does what he does, lays on top of you and ground pounds, I think he's going to put Gaethje in a lot of trouble because Gaethje will gas out. I mean, yeah, he went 5 rounds with
Has Gaethje and Al fought?
what?
Has Gaethje and Al fought yet? La Quinta?
Oh, I think it. No, I don't think they have. Yeah, Alec Quinta, man, he's
That would have been about a year and a half ago. That would have been a good fight.
yeah, Alec Quinta, that'd be a good fight too. Like honestly, okay, so you got bantamweight, which is a pretty good division. You have featherweight that's kind of like it's like and then you have lightweight that's been exciting for the last couple of years, and then welterweight that's starting to really come back again. You're really having a lot of killers, and then welterweight, middleweight's like and then you got light heavyweight, which is kind of and then heavyweight, man, it's like you got that Francis Ngannou guy. Holy
Why did Lewis step down? Why did Lewis just take a fight like that? I don't get that. They're protecting him against Blades. I do agree with that.
Against who?
It should be Lewis against Curtis Blades right now.
Yeah.
But they said Lewis said no. They're like, no, they're making Lewis fight somebody like down like number 6 or something like that right now.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I think I don't know.
I just got that today, I think. I was reading it up. It's like someone they're protecting Lewis.
I don't know why they would. I mean, it's not like he's the rising star. He's
no, but see, remember the last fight? I gotta protect I might be done for a little bit. They never said what actually happened. It was something health. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's had back issues.
Back issue.
Yeah.
And sweaty balls issue.
My balls are hot. Why'd you take your pants off?
Yeah, exactly. I love that, man. That's
one of the best parts. But, Lewis. I like Lewis. He's funny. But he needs to improve his all-around game. Same with Francis Ngannou.
Was that finish against what's his name? Last second knockout bigger than the Korean Zombie elbow?
No. The Korean Zombie elbow was bigger. Like that was awesome. I mean, it was a good fight, but it was kind of like the guy was coming in, and then it was like he did
what, like 4 seconds or something like that, or something.
He clocked him in the jaw, the right spot, and I was like, "You lucky son of a bitch!" Like it's probably the most luckiest hit you could ever do. It was right at the bell.
I lost $20 on that fight, I believe.
What's that?
I think I lost $20 on that one.
Oh, really? I heard that they're trying to fix Korean Zombie versus that Uh, he's a Brian Ortega, I think.
Oh,
That'll be interesting.
that'd be cool because they're both not really that heavy striker. You know what I mean? They're more or less that jab, connect, and pin. But
Yeah,
Ortega, guys, look at this. He's had too much trouble with his hands open, they said.
yeah. Well, Ortega, he needs to work on his feet. I mean, Holloway. The fight with him and Holloway. My dad and I watched that.
I had Ortega was going to beat Holloway
Yeah.
somehow. Because how it looked, even on the weigh-ins, like, whoa, Holloway, you're too skinny. I'm like, just picked it. And that was the highest combo of punches and
Yeah, it was like the most hits on someone in featherweight division history. Yeah, the guy landed like 500 and something strikes on the guy. I'm like, holy shit. Like, I mean, I haven't seen, besides Nunes and Spencer, I've never seen someone take a shit kicking so bad. Like, I mean, I never seen someone get hit so hard, or not hard, but like so many times and hit like, I mean, the volume strikes that guy took was just unbelievable, and the guy kept coming, and that is hard right there.
okay, let's play that game. Who can take a better hit? Who can take a better hit? You got Vanderlei Silva. You got I don't know who's known for taking a big hit.
John Jones, I mean, John Jones but he hasn't really had someone really hit him hard, so I can't really.
Oh no! I bet the number one person me would take a hit was Forrest Griffin.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, Forrest Griffin, but also I was gonna say, Nate Diaz. I mean, he's got a granite chin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I don't know what's next for him.
I don't know, man. It's hard to say. Boys don't want to fight. Yeah. Anyway, man, I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. I got like 10 seconds here. So.
Thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure. And I know we'll do this again soon, buddy.
All right, man.